Okay, I have shared with you this operating system, Ubuntu, which we need to install in the virtual box. Have you received my email? Have you downloaded it? Ubuntu Linux?
Yes, Mr.
Yes, Mr.
Okay, so just try to download it, and I just want your confirmation before next class that you have downloaded it and you try to execute some commands. Okay, so in this Linux, actually our lab number 1 is installation of this, and you are familiar with this Oracle VirtualBox already. For the other courses, you know how to install it. Just you need to create a new virtual machine. I'll just show you. I think you are familiar with this. Just for the quick review, I will show you these steps. We need to create a new virtual machine. Give some name. I am giving a name Ubuntu. Ubuntu 2 is my virtual machine name, and here it's already selected. You can see the screen, yeah, VirtualBox screen.
Yes, Mr.
Yes, Mr.
Okay, so here we select, it's a kind of a Linux, Ubuntu Linux, which I have shared with you. Try to download that complete operating system image in your system, then say next. Now you know this is the memory requirement, how much memory we want to give for this virtual machine. If you want virtual machine to be faster, increase the memory. So make it, now I am selecting little bit higher. It's about 4096 MB. Okay, so likewise, you can increase it. This is now completely my 12 GB of memory. Now it's 4 MB of memory. So we can bit increase it. Okay, so this is one step. Next one, create the virtual disk, create the VDI box image, and the size of the hard disk. Do you want to fix the size or do you want to dynamically allocate the size? Normally, if you use virtual machine in the real environment, in the servers, because some of you later will do network measure, then for you, you have to allocate the virtual machine depending upon the user. That time you can choose fixed size, because for each user, we allocate some size, not dynamically how much the user is asking for, we will not give. For every user, we fix the size. But now just we are testing virtual machine, so we can give dynamically allocated, because we are not going to use much of the memory space for the virtual machine. That's why we choose the dynamically allocated. If we want to fix the size, we can take it. Okay, so this is again going to be the file location and the size where it is going to be. Okay, so this is this step where it is going to store the virtual machine. You can just create it now. So this Ubuntu 2 is created, but without any operating system. It's like, creating a new machine without any operating system. Now, once I start this, either by double clicking or by clicking start, it will ask me, because I am using for the first time, it will ask me to create the operating system. So you start it. And here you need to choose the file which I have sent you in the email. So it's around 695 MB of file, or maybe it will take some time to download. Okay, so keep it downloaded. So here choose the folder and select the file, add, and select where it is. So this is the file which I have sent to you. So select the file. Okay, choose that file, and now you are going to create. Because I think I'm already running the machine. Okay, so I hope you understand the step. So after that, the virtual machine will start. Once the interface starts for the Ubuntu, Once the interface starts, you will see the Ubuntu screen like this. Before this, you will get an option, install Ubuntu or try Ubuntu. I will show you that also. Now, just let me shut down this. Okay, now you get a screen, install Ubuntu or try Ubuntu. We are not going to install it because full operating system we does not need. Just we need to try some basic commands. Make sure about the language on the left side and just click on the try Ubuntu option because it will start working with the Ubuntu. No need to install in the system. Okay, if you want to completely try Ubuntu software, we need to use installation option, but we are just going to try the options. So it's going to be just try Ubuntu. Okay, so we get the desktop of Ubuntu where we are going to learn some basic Linux command for execution. So I will share one more file with you with the basic Linux commands and you are going to practice all those commands and they are helpful for the practical exam. So we are going to do the practical exam based upon this Linux. Okay, you can use Kali Linux and try those commands. That does not have any change. But to make sure that everyone has uniformity, I share this operating system with you. Okay, so how do we get to the terminal? You might have did in the previous course also in Kali Linux or some other Linux based course. We can go to the dash and here we can get into the terminal by typing terminal. TER will show you terminal. So this is where we are going to get some Linux commands. Now I will share with you the Linux basic commands file. You need to have a hands-on practice on those files. Let me show you the file which I am going to share with you. So these are the basic Linux commands. Some of the commands already you are familiar with in the other courses, and some commands, maybe few commands may be new for you to understand. So I will explain few of them so that you can create. So it starts with creating the directories. Anyone remember in the class how to create the directory? How to create a folder or directory? Anyone remember? Anyone remember how to create the folder or the directory? Okay, so this okay, so anyone can tell me the purpose of this command ls? Have you used these commands ls?
I know, Mr. Where in another course or what?
Yeah, another course. I mean in another course, like maybe introduction
No,
to security.
Mr.
You did not use it?
No, we are not.
Okay.
Now we take this course.
Okay. So maybe introduction to security. Have you studied introduction to security? Or you are taking
No,
now?
Mr. This semester we take. Yes.
Okay. Maybe you will study later after some time. Okay. So I will just explain one by one commands so that you can have a practice on them, understand the command, try to execute. So we are going to get into this terminal. Again, I will show you. We go to on the top, dash home, click there. You will get the box for searching. We need to search for terminal. No need to type full. Once you type TER, it will show you the terminal. So this is the terminal we are going to use for executing our commands. Okay, so now we got this terminal. If you type the command ls, ls stands for list. It is going to show the list of files and folders available in the system, but the basic ls command is going to display the folder. Now I am typing enter. So it's going to show what are all the folders we have in the system. You can see desktop, documents, downloads, music, picture, public, templates. So these are the folders available in the Ubuntu operating system. Okay, so ls-a stands for ls show all the files and folders. It's going to display or list all the files and folders. See now. So previously just only ls command shows only the folders. Now when I say ls minus a or say dash a, it's going to be displaying all the files and folders available inside the system. Okay, is it clear, students, about ls command?
Yes, Mr.
Okay, so one by one I will explain you the command which are there in the file in the PDF file. So you just practice one by one. You need to have hands-on practice. Okay, so you need to know about all the commands. It is very useful, and also it is very important for you. Okay, now we need to create working with the directory. You know, directory means in the language of Linux or any operating system, we generally call it as a directory, but in the Windows language, we call them as folders. Folders. So how do we create the folders in this particular operating system, which is creating the directory? Okay, so the command for that is mkdir, stands for make directory. Make directory. So all the list of commands what I am teaching now are already available in the PDF. So don't worry about that. If you want, you can just make a note of it, but already all the commands are there. So mkdir stands for make directory, is to create the folder or to create the directory. Then generally what we need to give the next one, the name of the directory. Okay, so mkdir, I want to give UTAS. So University of Technology and Applied Sciences. So one folder will be created, but we did not see any result. Okay, so to see the folder has been created or not, we can use with the help of ls command, which will list the folders. So now you can see there is a UTAS folder created here. UTAS folder is created. So the command for creating the folder is mkdir. Mkdir. Okay, so now I want to, in Windows, what we do, just double click and we enter into the folder. Now we want to enter into this folder called UTAS because I want to create few more folders inside that. Okay, how to enter into the folder? CD stands for change directory. Change directory. So make directory, change directory. mkdir, make directory. CD stands for change directory. So when I say change directory, you want to change the directory. To which directory? UTAS. I want to enter into that directory. You can see this is called as command prompt. We know that this is called as a command prompt. Once I type cd UTAS, the command prompt will show you that you are already in UTAS folder. Now I'm giving enter. Now you can see the command prompt has changed. So Ubuntu at Ubuntu, but now you can see UTAS $. Before it was just showing just $. Now it is showing UTAS $, which indicates that in the home folder, you entered into UTAS subdirectory, subfolder. Directory means folder, I told you. Okay, so if I say ls here, nothing, because everything is blank now. It's a new folder. Okay, now sometimes we need to clear the screen. Okay, so when I type clear, it's going to clear the screen. Okay, now what I do, I'm going to create few more folders inside the UTAS folder. So mkdir, in UTAS, I want to create IT folder. Okay, one folder is created. I want to create another folder, mkdir biotech. One folder will be created, mkdir communication. So I created 3 folders inside the UTAS folder. Okay, so when I give ls, it's going to show the list of folders, biotech, communication, IT. So are we clear, students, up to this? So I use only 3 commands now. ls, mkdir to create the folder, cd to change the directory. Okay, now tell me the command, how can I enter into the folder called IT? Tell me the command, how can I enter into the folder called IT? So what is the command to enter into the directory? What is the command to enter into the directory?
Execute.
No, to enter into the directory, we need to use the command change directory. That's what I just taught just before few minutes. Change directory. So you need to use the command cd. Cd stands for change directory. Now I want to enter into the directory. Execute is to execute the file. But now we are not executing the file, we are entering inside the folder. So the command is cd. cd is change directory and the name of the directory I want to enter is IT. Now it is showing, okay, small characters, IT. Now it's telling me there is no folder called IT, but we have the folder called IT. What is the mistake? What is the mistake?
It's in capital letter.
Yes. So what you need to remember, these commands are case sensitive. Means they will remember the case exactly. That's why if I am typing CD capital, it is not working. It says CD command not found. I have to type small CD. Remember, all the commands are small letters. Remember, like Java thing, all the commands are small letter, no capital small here. All of them are small. Okay, CD. Now the folder name is IT in capital letter. Now I am entering into the folder called IT. Okay, so you can see now. Okay, tell me now, how can I enter into the folder called communication? How can I enter into the folder called communication?
CD. Communication.
Okay, CD communication, but is communication inside the IT folder? Or is it in UTAS folder?
UTAS.
So which means we cannot directly enter into the communication folder here. If I type CD communication, it says it is not recognized. No such file or directory communication. Why? Because communication is in UTAS. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to come back. Means we need to come back to UTAS. So how can we come back is cd dot dot. When we type cd dot dot, it's going back. Like we enter into the folder by typing cd IT to enter into the folder. But if you want to go back, you have to say cd space dot dot. Now look at here. Now we are Ubuntu UTAS IT. If I type cd dot dot, I will go back to UTAS. So now you can see now. It is now UTAS. Now I want to enter into communication. CD communication. Now I entered into communication. So remember about 2 commands. CD is to enter into the folder. CD space dot dot is to go back from the folder. Okay. Is that clear, students?
Yes.
Okay. Now I want to know, this is called as a complete directory path. I hope all of you know what do you mean by path. Path is nothing but C drive or D drive, which folder. It will show the complete path. I hope all of you know What do we mean by a path? Path name is nothing but, suppose I have a, just a second. Okay, so like you have C drive, then Hidayat folder slash IT folder slash operating system folder slash abc.txt. This is my complete path. So where is this file abc.txt? It is in C drive. In the C drive, we have a folder called Hidayat. In that folder called Hidayat, we have IT folder. In IT folder, we have another folder called operating system. There I have the file called abc.txt. Now this is actually called as a path name. Path name. So in the same way, in Linux, I want to know the path name. That is to print, there is a command which we call it as print working directory. Print working directory, and the command is pwd. So short form of this, print working directory. I want to know I am already in which folder. So what is this print working directory pwd? I want to know I am in which folder. Suppose here I type pwd, it is going to show you are in C drive, Hidayat IT operating system. So this is pwd. So it will show us the complete path. Where are you? Where are you now? Okay, so here I want to know the working directory. So the command we need to type is pwd. Print working directory, pwd. It will show me you are in home, Ubuntu, UTAS, communication folder. Okay, I will just go back. Now I want to say pwd, where I am. I am in home, Ubuntu, UTAS. Okay, suppose I enter into biotech. So pwd, where I am, pwd shows you are in home slash Ubuntu slash UTAS slash biotech. Is that clear, students, about the pwd command?
Yes, Mr.
So what commands we have seen one by one? So I have given you the example of ls, which shows the list. I have given you ls minus a or dash a, which shows all files and folders. Okay, I gave you the command mkdir, make directory. So how to make the directory? We say mkdir and directory name. So when you type it, it's going to create the directory. Directory is like a folder. Now we want to enter inside the directory cd. cd, name of the directory. We can enter into the directory. How can we come back from the directory? Cd dot dot. When you say cd dot dot, we will come back from the directory. Then print working directory is going to show where are we, means in which folder are we. Okay, so it will show with the help of pwd command. Okay, so now let's check in the PDF file what commands we have. So I gave you a list already. So remember this percentage, don't think about this percentage. You know, different operating systems show different prompts. Here in my example, it is showing dollar. If you can see, it is showing dollar here. Dollar in the end, you can see this dollar. Okay, but some operating systems it shows as a percentage. So don't worry about that. We just concentrate on the command. Okay, so this is going to be ls. ls dash all. You can see all the ls dash all list files that are normally hidden. So all the files and folders which are hidden. That is with the help of ls dash a. So mkdir, the explanation is given what is make directory. So to create the folder, we need to say mkdir. Okay, so one point I want to add with you here. Okay, I want to create a folder. Remember, this is a command you need to tell me. I am here in now biotech, but I don't want to go back to UTAS. I don't want to go back to UTAS. I want to directly create a folder from here in the IT folder. Okay, so what is my requirement? I will just show you on the Word document. Okay, we have IT, we have biotech, we have communication, 3 folders. Now, system in biotech. Here I want to create a folder in IT. Generally, what you think, we need to go back to UTAS because all these 3 folders are in UTAS. So we need to say cd dot dot, then we'll come back to UTAS. It will be UTAS. In UTAS, I want to enter into IT, which is cd IT, and from there I need to create the folder. No need to do all these steps. Okay, easy thing is we can directly create the folder from biotech. So we are here in biotech dollar, how to create the folder. Okay, so what we need to do is to create the directory, we have mkdir, and we can directly mention the complete path. Where do you want to create the folder? Okay, so this one, remember this one, the caret sign or the tilde sign, not caret sign, sorry, it's called as a tilde sign, is actually for the home directory or the home folder. Okay, so we have to say tilde slash Ubuntu slash UTAS slash IT. So when we do this, we are creating a folder. We are creating a folder in home directory, Ubuntu folder, UTAS subfolder, IT subfolder, and the name of the file, a folder we want to give as operating system. Okay, so the command what we need to give is like this. We want to say slash home slash user slash mkdir temp. I know different ways we can create the folders. Change directory I have given you already. Print working directory I have given you already. Okay, so the path name, it shows with the pwd. Student, just 1 second. Just 1 second, please. Okay, let's continue. Sorry about that. So if you understand the concept here, we are creating a folder inside a particular folder. So generally what we need to do is, did I on the mic? Yeah. So what we need to do is we need to create a folder in IT. But where are we now? We are actually in the biotech folder. So how to create a folder directly is we are telling that make directory where in this particular folder mkdir Ubuntu UTAS IT, and I want to create the folder name as operating system. So likewise we can enter into from one directory to another directory to this directory. It is possible. We can do that. Okay, so that is mentioned here in this Linux file. So the path names already we discussed. Here I'll just show the example. Okay, so this is mkdir. And this is change directory, pwd, ls we have seen already. cd dot dot also I told you. Remember cd space dot dot to go back. Directory, one directory up. It will take us one directory back or one directory up. So path names is print working directory. We have seen it will show the full path name. Okay, so path names. This is what I was explaining you. Current folder is this. Suppose we want to show what is there in IT. Okay. Let me create one file. So in biotech, I will create another folder. Okay, when I say ls, it's going to show there is a folder. Now I will come back. I will enter into IT, cd IT. Now from here I want to see what is there in the biotech folder. Now I am not in biotech folder. If I give ls here, it shows nothing because IT folder is empty. It's blank. But I want to see what is there in the biotech folder. So for that reason, what we can do is we can say ls, but not in this folder. We have to say ls, show me the files which are there in biotech. So we use this caret sign, sorry, a tilde sign. I told you tilde is for home / Ubuntu. You can confirm this by typing pwd. When I say pwd, I told you it's going to show home / Ubuntu / UTAS / IT. Okay, that home is typed like this. This is home / Ubuntu, because that is our main folder / UTAS. This is our next folder. Then in this we have biotech. So this is the path. Now what I want to do? I want to do ls. Now if you look at the command, what I am telling, list from where? Not from here. List from this folder, which is home, Ubuntu, UTAS, biotech. It will go into biotech. It will show me what is there in the biotech folder. It cannot be, ls cannot access home, no such directory. Okay, what is the mistake? Let me check /home /Ubuntu. Yes. So I am giving directly home. Now see, this folder is home. I will try to replace this with the tilde sign. Let me just try. It cannot work. Cannot access. So we have to type this command. I will clear and show you again. So I have given this command, ls list from where? From the home directory, then Ubuntu folder, Ubuntu directory, and in UTAS, there is a directory called biotech. Go to this folder, show me what is there. So show me what is there means with the help of ls, list what is there in the biotech folder. Why we are giving this long command? Because we are not here in the biotech. We are in IT folder. We are in IT folder, but from IT folder, I want to see what is there in biotech folder. So when I give this, it shows there is one folder called test. There is one folder called test. Otherwise, generally, if you want to do what we need to do, we need to come back from this cd dot dot. Okay, I am back. I need to enter into biotech, cd biotech. Then I am in biotech. Now I can say ls, it will show me what is there in ls. But I don't want to do all these steps. I am already in IT. I am already in IT. Now I want to see what is there in biotech. So I type this long command, list from where? From the home folder, go to Ubuntu subfolder, go to UTAS subfolder, and in that we have a biotech folder. Show me what is there in that biotech folder. So when I give enter, it shows there is a folder called test in the biotech folder. Is that clear, students, about this long command? Is it clear?
Yes, Miss.
So you need to give the path name. So here what I did actually, normally ls folder we type directly, but what we did now is we have created a folder. We have used ls command with path name. So what is path name? The full path where is that particular thing is. So I have given the example here. Remember this tilde, we can use it in a different way, but here I am using home. Okay, so that is how we have given complete path name. Where do you want to create, where do you want to see the data from, and where do you want to create the folder. So that is how one thing about the folder. Okay, so this is just directly about the home folder. Let me check whether we can use it or not. The tilde sign. Okay, now it is working. So that command tilde. Okay, so that tilde sign. This tilde sign, I hope you can find on your keyboard. This tilde sign is for home folder. Instead of typing /home, directly we can just simply type this tilde sign. That's it. So that's what I did there. ls tilde /. So whatever is there inside that, show me. So it has shown. Tilde ls /utas. It has shown. Why biotech it did not shown before? Okay, so I need not to write Ubuntu. So directly tilde is enough. Okay, /biotech. So it shows what is inside the biotech. So that is the purpose of this tilde sign. So what is this tilde sign? It is mentioned here. You can see this tilde sign is the home directory. So home directory is referred by tilde sign. So this is what is the character we use in the keyboard. Okay, now copying files and folders. Okay, so there are different commands for creating the files and folders. Time to time, I will give you different examples. Now I will show an example to create a file. Okay, so now we are in IT. Okay, now we are in IT. So there is a command called touch. Touch is the command for creating the file. Okay, I just want to say touch operating system os.txt, name of the file. So it's creating the file. So when I say ls, see one file is created. One file is created called os.txt. Okay, let me show you another way of creating the file. There is some utility called gedit. With the help of gedit, it will open one window like a notepad and we can create the files and folders there. Okay, so I'm using this utility now, but directly we cannot use. you need to use a command called sudo gedit. Sudo gedit. Let me check file name also. Say sad.txt. Now you can see here, it has opened one window for creating the file, and the file name is showing it as a sad.txt because I typed the file name there as sad.txt. Okay, now I'm storing the information. Okay, so likewise, we type the data in this file like we do in the notepad. This is not special, so we can save it. Okay, now I close this window. Let me clear. I say ls. Now you can see there are two files. So what was the command? Remember, by using arrow keys on your keyboard, you can go up and back, up and down. So all the commands will be there here. I'm using arrow key on my keyboard. Okay, what is the command I have given? Sudo is like, power user. Sudo is like a power user or the root user, or sorry, like administrator command. Gedit is a utility to create the file. Directly I have given the name of the file as sad.txt, so automatically it is creating a file. If I don't give the file name sudo gedit, it will open the box. Now we can create the file, but we need to save it now, like we do in the Microsoft Word. We need to save it. But directly if I give the name, it's automatically saving. So that is one advantage. Okay, now I have one file. Yeah, so os.txt, sad.txt. Now when I say a command cat sad.txt, it's going to show me what is there in that file. Cat command, just remember this, cat command. You can make a note of it. So I have given you the command sudo gedit, which is not there in the file which I am teaching you. And this is the cat command. Cat command is to show the content of the file, So when I say cat os.txt, it is blank, nothing is there. When I say cat sad.txt, it shows there is some information, system analysis and design, something. Okay, so these are some commands which are created. Now I will show you how to copy the files from one folder to another folder, how to move the files. Okay, so remember, we have two options, right? In Microsoft Word also, sorry, in Windows also, we have two options: copy paste, cut paste. Copy, let me take you to Word. We have copy, paste, now cut and paste. Okay, but what are the commands we have given here is for copy paste, which means we copy one file and we paste into another place, that is called as copy, or in short form CP. Okay, now if you want to cut one file from one location and you want to paste the file in another location, we are going to call it as move. So which is we are actually moving from one location to another location. So this is called as MV. So just understand the difference between copy and move. Copy is like normal copy paste. Move is like you are going to cut paste. Move from one location to cut paste. When we do, it will remove it, right? From the location, it will remove and it is going to paste it in some other location. So move it. So that is move. Copy paste, cut paste. Okay, so I will execute about these two now. What we can do with copy, CP or MV, we can copy or we can move the files and folders. Okay, now what I want to do is there is one file called os.txt. I want to copy it from here and I want to put into say communication folder. Okay, so I'm going to use cp. Copy. What you want to copy? os.txt. This is my file. Where do you want to paste it? I want to paste this file into communication. So how can we say communication? I told you we can use this caret tilde sign for the home, and we are going to use utas is the folder. In utas, we have a folder called communication. Okay, so if you understand the command cp copy, what you want to copy? I want to copy os.txt. There is a file. And where do you want to copy this file? Paste this file. So in utas, there is a folder called communication. Paste it there. Done. No, nothing shown means it is done. I want to see whether it is there or not. Okay, so we use ls command, and we say tilde slash utas slash communication to see whether in communication it is there or not. So now you can see the file os.txt is now copied into communication. Is that clear, students, about copy? Is it clear about copy?
Yes, Mr.
Okay, now I want to cut. So what is cut is we want to move the file from one location to another location. Now what I will do, I will take this file, what is that? Yeah, sat.txt. I will cut it from here. I will put it into biotech folder. Okay, remember we have two options. One is we can directly, like I have given the previous command, from this folder we can take the data and put into another folder, or we can enter into the other folder and we can copy the data from any folder. Okay, so now instead of confusing you, I will show the same example now. What I want to do now is I want to do the same thing, but not for os.txt. I want to do it for sat.txt, but now I don't want to copy. I want to mv, move. What I am doing now, I am cutting this file from here. I am pasting into utas folder. I mean communication folder, or let's say biotech. I want to put this in biotech folder. Now done. Now when I say ls, it shows only one folder in IT, because previously there were two files in IT. One is operating system.txt, another one was sat.txt, but it is not there now. So what happened? It cut from here. Now let's go to biotech. cd cd biotech. Now when I say ls, so now you can see there is a file called sat.txt in biotech. So what happened here? It has cut from the IT folder. It has been pasted into biotech folder. So that is about copy and mv, move. Copy is like copy paste. Move is like cut paste. Okay, so hope the points are clear. Okay. So now that is about copying, which I have explained to you. So copy one file to another file. So which is one file can be copied to another file, or from one folder to another folder. Okay, there is one more use for the copy. So copy file 1 and file 2. With the help of that, file 1 in the current folder can be renamed to file 2. So means the file name can also be changed with the help of a copy folder. Okay, now this dot. What is this dot? So this dot is current folder. So the dot represents current folder. So here, if you want to, for example, I want to copy from another folder to current folder. Okay, say for example, copy. I am copying some file. Example, say sad.txt. I'm copying the file sad.txt. Where is this file? This file is not here. For example, this is in biotech. So we mentioned that this is in Utah's biotech. And this is the file name sad.txt. I want to copy this file, from Utah's biotech to this folder, current folder. So how do I tell that copy that into current folder? We need to say dot. So when you say dot here, the system understands that I need to copy the file from biotech to this folder. So I will show you this example now. Now what I will do, cd dot cd it. Now I am in IT. I want to copy the file from biotech to here. Understand my point? I want to copy the file from biotech to here. So what I need to mention, okay, copy is the command. Okay, where is this file? This file is in home utahs /it sad.txt. This is my file. Copy that file, which is in Utah's Utah's biotech. Biotech. This file. Copy the file into this folder. Which is this folder? IT folder. So I need to say dot. So when we say dot, the system will understand, okay, I need to copy this file from that folder to this folder. So this is the thing. Now when I say ls, it's going to show that now sad.txt is copied. You can understand that sad.txt is now copied. Okay, so this is how we copy from one location to another. You can see if I don't give dot, it is telling me missing the destination file. Where do you want to copy? You did not tell me the destination. That's why we need to tell the destination by using dot. So once we give dot, the computer will understand, okay, I need to go to this folder. I need to copy this file where to the current folder. Which is current folder? The current folder is IT folder. So that is how we can move or we can copy the files from one location to another location. Okay, when I say cd /, you can see directly I came back to the home. Now you can see where I am. I am not in Utah's, I am not in IT, I am not in biotech. I directly came back. What is the command? cd/. If you give cd dot, it will go one step back. If you say cd dot, it will go one step back. But when I say cd/, I will show you the example. Okay, so cd Utah's. Now I am in, okay, where I came. Okay, I went directly back. Okay, let me check. I'm in home. Okay, now it is here. cd Utah's cd biotech. cd biotech. Now let's see here. We are in biotech. When we give cd dot, what happens? It will go one step back to Utah's. Just see this now. Now I am in UTAS. When I give cd dot dot, it will go back to home. Now I don't want to follow all these steps. So if we are, for example, if we are in UTAS cd biotech, directly if you want to go back, just give cd slash. When you say cd slash, it will directly go back to the home. See, not one step back, completely back to the beginning of the system. Then we can enter cd UTAS, cd home, cd. Okay, so this is how we can play or we can change between the directories with the help of cd. Okay, so these are the commands we have seen. Moving the files I have already shown you. Moving is like cut and paste. Okay, the examples are given, you can try. Move the file from one location to another location, like cut and paste. Move the file from this location to dot. Dot means current folder. Now, the option for deleting, removing the files. Okay, there are now two commands. rm is to remove the file, rmdir is to remove the directory completely. Okay, so I will show you that command now. So cat command I told you already. Okay, so clear cd it. Now I want to delete the file which is there in it called os.txt. os.txt. So I say rm stands for remove. Like cp copy, mv move, rm is for remove. Remove the file os.txt. So it's going to delete. Now when I say ls, it's going to show that the file is now deleted. Only we have sad.txt. Okay. Another point I want to show you, rm. Let me go back. Okay, so we have now three folders, right? So we have three folders: biotech, communication, IT. What is there in biotech? Sorry, let me check what is there in communication. cd communication ls. Now we have one file in communication called os. Okay, I want to show you one command now, how to remove the folder. cd dot dot. Now I want to remove rmdir, like make directory, rmdir, remove directory. When I say remove directory, communication, what it should do normally, it is going to remove the folder called communication, but it will not remove. It shows failed because it is not empty. What have you understand from this command? Can you tell me? What have you understand from this command? Tell me why it is not removing the folder. Why it is not removing the folder? rmdir communication should remove the folder, but why it is not removing the folder? Have you understand the result? Failed to remove. Why it is not removing? Can you tell me the reason?
I think the com the file is not empty.
Yes, com the folder is not empty, because when you go to communication, cd com, so when I say ls, there is one file. So you have to remember this option. It is given in the Linux commands. So when we want to remove something, remove directory, remove the directory. Okay, so but the thing what we need to remove, when we want to just remove the directory, we cannot remove the directory which contains the information inside that. So what we need to do, we need to delete the files and then we need to delete the folder. So that is the limitation we have. So remove the file is like that, remove the directory is like this with the directory. Okay, so you can practice this file so that you can understand all the commands. Clear command, I already told you, it is clearing the screen. Okay, and cat command, I told you, the command cat can be used to display the contents of the file. Okay, so I gave you already the example. So when I say cat, it will show. Now with the in continuation to the cat, there are two more commands which will show the contents of the file. So when we say less, what do you mean by less here is, it is, suppose the file is very big. If the file is very big, lot of information, okay, so page 1, page 2, page 3, it will just go like that. But I don't want to do like I don't want to continue the file like that. I want to see part by part. Okay, so when we say less, it is going to show the command less writes the content of the file onto the screen, a page at a time. Suppose there are 10 pages, it is not going to show full of that. I will show the example how to understand this. I will create one file now. Okay, so let me go back to utas. Okay, sudo gedit. I'm just creating one file now. Sudo gedit aa.txt. Okay, I want to create a file. Now I have a big file with lot of information. Okay, let me save this file. Okay, I will close it. Let me clear. Okay, when I say cat, what is the file name we have? Let me show you. The file name is aa.txt. So when I say cat aa.txt, it is going to show all the contents. Like, see, it came to the end. What is there on the top? We don't know. I have to go back. Like this. See, it's scrolling. I don't want to do it like that. I just want to print page by page. Okay, hope you understand the point what I am trying to say. So if you want to print page by page, instead of cat, we can use the command less. The file name aa.txt. So when you type less aa.txt, it will not show all the file together. It will show page by page. Now you can see I give enter, first page. Now when I give enter, so second page, third page, fourth page, like one by one it is displaying. If I'm giving enter, it is showing me the file slowly, not full file together at one time. I'm just giving enter now. Likewise, we can see that is the end of the file. Now finished. And when you want to end any command, you can say Control C or say Control, yeah. Yeah, I type the command. Remember, sometimes the commands will not end. You need to try control key on the keyboard. Okay, so Control C or control plus C, or you have to try Control plus Z. Okay, to end the command. Sometimes you cannot end the command. Try these options to end the commands. Okay, so that is about just one or two commands only. I will close for today. So that is about using less command. If you want to see only the top the top 10 lines, so there is a command called head. So the head command writes the first 10 lines of the file to the screen. Then the tail command shows the last 10 lines of the file. So understand, the cat command shows everything. The less command shows page by page. You can see here, press the space bar if you want to see another page, or type Q if you want to quit. If you want to quit reading the file. That I did not do before. Okay, let me try again. So less file, Now I am typing space bar, it show me second page, space bar, second page. If you want to quit, type Q on the keyboard. Gone. Okay, now it is clear. Now what is the command I was telling you? Head aa.txt. What this command will do, it will not show the full file. It will show only the top 10 lines only from the file. Top 10 lines from the file. Now see. Top 10 lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, if you want to see the last 10 lines from the file, we need to say tail. Tail aa.file name, txt. It's going to show last 10 lines from the system, from the file. See, these are the last 5 lines. But if you want to see only top 5 lines, okay, not all the lines, not 10 lines. If you want to see only 5 lines, we can say head -5 or -5 aa.txt. So what we are doing now, I don't want to see 10 lines, I want to see only 5 lines. You can see now it has shown only 5 lines. In the same way, the bottom 5 lines, tail -5. I want to see only the bottom 5 lines, not 10 lines. aa.txt. From this file, show me the last 5 lines. So it show me the last 5 lines. Okay, so that is about these commands. What is less, what is cat, what is head, what is tail. You can see if you want to see 5 lines, you can type -5. This is how we use. Okay, so with this command, I will stop the lecture for today. So grep, remember grep? I gave the question in the operating system midterm. What is grep? What is grep?
Like search.
Like search. It is like search. So we have seen this example in the lecture, grep. grep is going to search for something. So let's check that. Okay, now I have sat.txt. When I say cat, it show me what is there. Let me clear the screen. Okay, so when I say cat sat.txt, it shows there are some contents of the file, system analysis and design, something, there are some contents in the file. Now I want to search this file, which is sat.txt. So you can say grep, I want to search for system. I want to search for system. Okay, let me type system. From where the file name is sat.txt. So grep, search for the keyword system from the file called sat.txt. It shows me no answer. Can you tell me the reason? Already there is a system in my file, but why it is not searching for the system? It is not showing me any answer. If you can see my file, system analysis and design is there, operating system is there, database system is there, but it did not show me the answer. Why? Why it did not show me the answer? Can you tell me the reason? Can you tell me the reason?
Maybe it not write the name of the subject.
No, it is not about the full name of the subject because we are searching only for the system. That is okay. There is no problem in that. Any other thing, if you can think, any other problem in typing the keyword or the search? If you look at my system in the file, they are with the capital S. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that there is a capital S? Have you seen, students? There is a capital S. But I am searching small system without capital. Now if I try to search with capital S, it should find, because now there are so many systems with capital S. Now see, it is showing me system, 4 places there is a system in that particular file. Is that clear now? What was the problem?
Yes, yes.
Okay, now we want to ignore, because always it is not possible for us to remember whether we have typed with a small letter or a capital letter. It is very difficult. There is a keyword, with the help of that, we can ignore the case. We can ignore the case. So what we have to say, I am not changing the command, same small I, but I am giving here minus I. So what is minus I or dash I? What is the dash I is ignore the case. I say ignore whether I type a small letter or a capital letter, don't match the case, try to ignore the case. Now it should show me the same answer. See, now it is working. It is working. I did not change. It is still my small character only. I did not type capital here. But when we add this dash I, it is going to ignore the case. Ignore the case. What do you mean by the case? The case, lower case or the upper case. The capital letters or the small letters, it will ignore. In the computer, if there is a small, it will show small. If there is a capital, it will show capital. Okay, now I will edit the same file. Sudo gedit sad.txt. Okay, now here I will put some small also. System. No, this is small. Now I type some small letters, some capital letters. Save. So what is the benefit of that command? If I type this command, it will show me only capitals. If we type this command, it will show me only the small ones. But I want to search everything. I want to search everything, whether it is a capital or whether it is a small. I want to search everything. So we need to attach this dash I. So when you say grep dash I, it is going to forget about the case. It's going to search everywhere it contains the system. So now you can see everything, small and capital, both of them it try to search. So that is attaching slash dash I. So all these things which I am teaching are mentioned here. grep dash I science.txt, it's going to search. Okay, now opposite. We want to see the lines which does not match the keyword. If you look at my example here, let me clear and show you. Say cat sad.txt. If you see this example here, first line, there is a system. Second line, there is a system. Third line, there is a system. Fourth line, there is no system. I want to show only the lines which are not matching. So what is the command we are going to use? grep v. Okay, so what is v? That does not match. Dash v, that does not match. Okay, so same thing, I will say because I want to ignore the case also. I don't want to check for small characters and the capital characters. System sad.txt. Now what I am trying to do, I am searching for the file for the keyword system, which is of capital or small. I said dash I because it will forget capital or small, but I want to show the lines which does not have the system by adding dash v. Now let's see the result. Okay, so I have typed 2 times dash, sorry, it's only 1 time. Okay, now see, it has shown project management. Why it has shown project management? Because in all the other lines, system is there. First line, there is a system. Second line, there is a system. Operating system, here, database system, testing system, system management. I don't want to search for system. I want to search only the line which does not contain the system. So that is how we need to have. Another, this is the last one. Okay, we'll close the lecture. We want to know how many lines contains the system. Okay, so IVC. Okay, so C is for the count. Now you can see it is showing 6. What do you mean by this 6? In 6 lines, there is a system. So that C stands for the count. So what is that? I did the command grep search for the system from this file. What it has to do, it has to ignore the capital letters and the small letters, means wherever it has find system, count and show me how many lines it has got. So it give me the answer C. Suppose I don't write I, just I want to count. What it is going to count, wherever it will find the small system, because we did not write I. I means ignoring the case. I am not ignoring the case. I am trying to search for exactly system. So how many lines? 2 lines. It contains small system. Same command, capital system. 4 lines contains the capital system. 2 lines contains the small system. But when I just add I, it's going to ignore the case. Means it will show all 6 of them together. So that is how we can use this command for grep. So with this, I will stop for today, grep. And there are a few more commands we will see in the next class. And if you got any other questions also, we will discuss. But with grep command, I stop for today. Hope you understand all the concepts which we have seen. Any questions, any doubts you have, students? So what you need to do, download the file which I have sent, create in the virtual machine, try to download it, try to run some commands. This Linux file, the commands file, I will send you today after the class. I will send you now. So try to practice these commands. If you get any question in installation or in any execution of the command, you can send me email or you can ask me questions in the next class. Hope everything what we discussed today is clear.